Hello, and welcome to Larry on the Pine, a student's perspective of Pine Tree High School. This is only our 6th show here on Cable Access 10, so if this is the 3rd time you've seen us, we're coming to your house from getting your name in the phone book.
Larry,
and
Larry.
Oh, sorry.
They just missed a few episodes.
All right. Oh, okay. As always, I'm your host, Larry, and here are my co-hosts.
Larry.
And Larry.
Welcome to our show. We've got a big show coming up, I reckon. I don't really know. This is only the first segment. We've got a lot left here to go.
We do have a lot. We got an appearance from Grandpapa Larry.
Grandpapa Larry, the oldest Larry.
Archaic Larry, isn't it?
Right. Archaic Grandpapa Larry, the oldest living Larry that we know of.
And we have some music videos, some sports, little fan mail, just all kinds
And
of
we've
fun.
got those lovely cheerleaders on here.
Mm-hmm. We just got all kinds of great stuff this week. Okay, so let's start off with the music video.
Let's do it. Sloan, underwhelmed.
No, underwhelmed.
Okay, you never cease to amaze me. I never cease to get the music video wrong.
So let's just go straight to the music video then. Hope y'all enjoy it.
She was underwhelmed, if that's a word. I know it's not, 'cause I looked it up. That's one of the skills that I learned in my school. I was overwhelmed, and I'm sure of that one, 'cause I learned it back in grade school when I was young. She said you was funny, I said you are funny. She said thank you, and I said never mind. And she rolled her eyes, her beautiful eyes. Point is not the grammar, it's the feeling that is certainly in my heart, but not in hers, but not in hers, but not in hers, but not in hers, but not in We were talking about people that eat meat. I felt like an ass 'cause I was one. She said it's okay, but I felt like I just ate my young. She's obviously a person with the cause. I told her that I don't smoke or drink. She told me to loosen up on her way to the LC. She skips her classes and gets good grades. I go to my courses, rain or shine. She's passed her classes while I attend mine. Well, I attend mine. Well, I attend mine.
And we're back. Next up, we've got the fan mail segment. What is the next letter we've got there, Larry?
Well, this letter is from a mom. A mom wrote us.
A mom
Larry,
wrote us.
And when I read this letter, I got excited to know that parents were so involved.
Oh yes, I'm excited too. Larry, we've got you reading this next letter. Go for it.
Thanks.
guy.
I watched your fourth show with my daughters last night, and I have to tell you how much I appreciate being able to bond with them while watching the antics brought forth with your various styles of humor. It keeps me abreast with what's going on during the week. You realize that for me to ask my children would be an invasion of their privacy. Is this true, or are they putting one over on me? At first, I couldn't be attuned with their admiration for Hippie Man. They kept saying he was a total babe, and I just couldn't see it. But they made me aware that I wasn't looking deep into his soul and seeing what was underneath the exterior. However, that they could learn a little Spanish, made the show seem almost educational. I've tried to be hip, but then when I hiked naked as Larry's shirt advertised, the kids were horrified. So what exactly did the shirt mean? I said to them, why not? But they failed to see the humor. I told them, you're so crazy. I explained, it is my quest to be a good mom and keep them entertained. But am I going about this wrong? Please, Larry's, I need help. Could you add a segment to your show that would give parents needed advice on how to remain close to their children once they become teenagers? I need to know what phrases they are saying. My see you later alligator, that's a knee slapper, etc. isn't cutting the mustard with them. How many times can I say excellent within a 24-hour period? I need more. Also, I appreciate watching a show where everyone has the same name. At my age, I call all my children by the same name.
You're reading it too fast. Go for it.
Unintentionally, of course, and they think that's appalling, but they think it's funny that you guys all have the same name. I definitely need a group hug. I wear my Larry mask to greet the girls when they come home from school, and they call me crazy. Do they mean this in a hip way? I will be watching next week for tips on how to be a cool mom. Thanks for such an entertaining show. I learned a lot. Excellent. A special bravo for the school collage video. I finally got to see one of my daughters on the stage for 1/10 of a second. She's so shy. Anonymously, Mom.
Well, thank you, Mom.
Larry, do you want to explain your shirt so it doesn't hurt anyone else's feelings?
My shirt would be a Hard Rock Cafe shirt.
No, not that shirt, Larry. The shirt she spoke of here in the letter.
Well, I don't really wish to comment on that shirt.
I trust you on that one, Larry.
Okay. Thank you, Mom. How to be a better Larry mom? What about you, Larry? Do you have any
suggestions?
Well, you just sit around.
No,
and
I'm not a mom. I do not know. Maybe next week we could get some advice here with the parent segment, but I don't know.
I've got this little Larry pin here that a certain Larry mom just happened to make. And if you're a mom out there and you wish to become a better Larry mom, maybe you can make Larry pins.
Or Larry cookies.
Anytime.
I enjoy Larry cookies when I come home after school.
So do I, Larry. Anytime. Moms, whenever you are asked to bake cookies for any function, no matter what it be, make
Larry cookies. And one other thing that I could say, the only other thing I could say about being a true Larry parent,
Guys,
is let your kids go to this Larry dance we're having Friday.
the
It should be crazy.
Masharama.
The Masharama. We'll go into more detail on that here in a little bit, I'm sure.
we have a few more segments we need to get to. Y'all want to just go ahead and do the little Larry now? Or do
Little
y'all want
Larry
to talk,
time.
do y'all want to
We're
talk,
going to
talk
Larry.
for about 5 more minutes about this?
Girls, it's little Larry time.
I'd like to tell you a story, but maybe later.
We just want to break up.
Okay, here we go. Little Larry time.
All right, we're there.
And now we have our Little Larry portion of the show, and our Little Larry this week's already out here, and I'm going to let my co-host Larry read the letter to you. Larry?
Thank you, Larry. Here it goes. Dear Larry on the Piners, I'm a big fan of your show. I enjoy the video clips of the high school. My older brother Larry attends the high school. I like to see what he and his friends do there. I've had a shaved head for about 7 or 8 months now, so I did not exactly do it for Larry. Since your only requirement to be a little Larry, like little Larry David and Larry Ryan, is to shave your head, I am already there. So if you could please take some time out of life to bless me with such an honor, I would be eternally grateful. Little Larry wannabe, Larry Brad Parr. P.S. Long live the Larrys.
Well, Larry Brad, what grade are you in?
The 6th.
Oh, 6th grade. Those were actually a halfway decent time in my life.
I enjoyed my 6th grade years.
Mm-hmm. So what do you do here in your spare time?
Well, I play soccer.
And are you any good or do you stink?
I do not stink. I'm very good.
Okay. What team do you play for?
The Bullets?
Okay.
Well, that's good to know. Soccer's a good sport. And got the official Larry bag I'm going to give you. You can take off, and you've earned it well. Be faithful to the Larrys.
Thank you.
Wait. We appreciate it, and don't let it mess up your hair.
Next up, we have some cheerleaders going to talk to us. Here they are.
Yeah. Bye. I'm good. How you doing there, Natalie? What do you think about Larry?
I like it. Fun. When did you ever give me one?
Brittany, I heard you came up with our fashion tip of the week this week. We got Larry's shoes. Did you instigate that, really?
Oh, the shoes. The little.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, thanks for our fashion tip. Leaders, y'all are wonderful. Y'all are truly Larry cheerleaders. Now we have our field reporter, Colby Chamberlain, that crazy man. Colby.
Well, as you can tell, they're probably getting something done on the construction. Looks like they got the rubbish right there. Most of the students have come up and said this has been nothing but a pain in the butt, you ask me, and I don't know about you, but I've had a tough time getting to school. And but that rubbish, at least it's not that same old crazy dirt. It's not that same old crazy dirt. All right, thank you, Colby. Angela reporting on Larry on the Pine.
Thank you, Colby. And next up on the show, we have an interview with a man called Archaic Larry. Larry?
He is the most archaic Larry that we could find. Archaic Larry, what do you think about that Colby boy? He said that it's hard to get to school now that their construction's underway. What do you think about that?
Well, I want that Larry to know, old Colby Chamberlain, that nothing. When I went to school, we had to walk to school uphill both ways. They're knee-deep, mad and grumpy, and the teachers would whip us as we came through the building like it's our apartment, man. That was nothing.
Whoa. Larry, that is amazing, Archaic Larry.
What did you think of that hippie man we had on, Larry Hippie we had on a few weeks ago?
Hippie man. He was on, man. I loved him. I was there. I was with him. But he was nothing like the hippies we had back then, man. They all lived in the communes and they were all there, man.
He was... Okay, I see. And what do you think about these Larry masks? Can you believe that we can just go to the grocery store and pick one up?
That's unreal. Where I was out there when I wanted to take my groceries home, they didn't have stacks like that for us. I had to carry it all on their hands and under the arms and, put the dog on their arm and carry the little lady over my shoulder.
Whoa. It looks like you've been through some pretty rough times there, Archaic Larry.
And that's why I am Archaic Larry. I'm the oldest Larry there is, man.
We really appreciate you being on the show, Archaic. Could you maybe come back some other time and be on again?
I'll be happy to if I'm still around.
Okay.
And what do you do on Wednesday nights at 9:30? Are you're in bed like the rest of the Archaic Larrys, or are you different?
I am off partying and watching Larry on the Pine.
Thank you, Archaic Larry.
You are welcome.
Love
right. That music video was by a group called Catherine Will. The name of the song was Crank. Next up, we have our sports section of the show. And first up, we have volleyball.
Volleyball. Those girls did well during against Hallsville last Saturday, don't you think?
That was an enjoyable game. I believe most of us all were there. Excellent game.
Yes, everyone needs to come out and support those Lady Pirates whenever you get a chance. It's really exciting.
That's right. And they played Jacksonville last night.
Yes, they did.
I'm sure they did well.
So am I. We've got a few volleyball clips here, so see those volleyball girls play.
All right.
Next up is football. Football played in a monsoon of a rainstorm Friday night. I was there the whole out game, weren't you, Larry?
Why, yes, I was.
And I was too.
But the conditions just were not right, and we weren't able to pull the game out. We lost 15-9. But this week we have...
This week we have Jacksonville up. Everybody come out and support those Pirates. And when you come up to the gate, tell them that Larry sent you.
And you might be able to get in half price. Just go up, tell them
But
Larry
you
Comer
probably
sent you.
won't. But you can tell them that.
Just tell them that Larry sent you anyway. And Pirates, we really are behind you. You just keep going out there. We really do appreciate your hard work in the training and all that. We know we're athletes too. We understand what everyone has to go through. Good luck to you.
Okay, and as for cross country,
Cross country boys are doing rather well. Their meet got rained out last Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. They would have had a cross country swim.
okay, and how about tennis?
Tennis, they're working hard every day after school.
Won the fall district championship, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't believe that you are, Larry.
I believe that is a correct
Did
statement.
they or did they not? I don't know. I just said
I
that.
believe that they did.
Oh, okay.
And if they didn't, it would be good if they did.
I hope they did. Okay, so let's do anything.
Now we got fashioned by Larry. I've got one. I just came up with it as I was sitting here. Everyone shall wear Larry's shoes. Larry's shoes. Just get you a Larry sack and cover the tops of your shoes with a Larry sack, and there you have voila Larry shoes.
Just tape a Larry over the shoelaces, something like that.
And of course, wear your Larry.
Pen.
Hey,
Your Larry pens. They may be small, but yet they are effective. I don't know what they're effective for, but they're effective. All right. I think that's about it. We've got a Marshall Rama dance coming up this Friday evening at 11 p.m. to 1:30 in the morning. Yes, that is late, but still, everyone come out and be a Larry. It supports the class of 95 at Pine Tree High School.
That's what it does. Some of the proceeds go to the senior class over at Pine Tree, and it's going to be after the football game. Everyone's just going to shift over to the indoor soccer center.
And just be ready to have a good time.
Serious fun, serious music.
Yes. We've got one more thing here. We've got the Coach for Kids drive at Pine Tree High School is going to be taking effect from now. If you've got any old coats,
Sweaters, maybe.
Sweatshirts, anything to keep a kid warm that's not fortunate enough to be able to afford his or her own coat, bring it to room 704 by next Wednesday. And the dry cleaners here in Longview, Texas are working with us on this project.
They clean them free,
That's
from what I
So
understand.
don't let a kid freeze.
Yes.
Thanks. That's right, Larry. So we will all support that. Hopefully, that should be a good project.
Yes, very good project. Goes to a great cause. I think that's about it. Here we go into our school collage.
Yeah, that's a good collage, I think, this week. What do you think of it?
Hello, Miss Moyers. How are you doing today?
Fine, Ryan. Thank you.
You're the teacher of the week this week for Larry on the Pine.
Thanks.
Congratulations. I understand that you're the student council sponsor.
Well, when we do things right, I claim to be. When we goof up, no, I don't.
And what else are you the sponsor of?
Well, the senior class, of which I hope you're going to be a member in May and get to walk across. HECE work program students have an organization. I think that's enough.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ryan.
Bye-bye.
Once I had a pretty girl, her name it doesn't matter. She went away with another guy, now he won't even look at her. Hats off to Larry, he broke your heart, just like you broke mine when you said we must part. He told you lies, now it's your turn to cry, cry, cry. Now that Larry said goodbye to you. I know this may sound strange, I want you back, I think you'll change, but there's one more thing I gotta say. Hats off to Larry, it may sound cruel, but you laughed at me when you said we were through. You told me lies, now it's your turn to cry, cry, cry. Now that Larry said goodbye to you. Hats off to Larry, it may sound cruel, but you laughed at me when you said we were through. You told me lies, now it's your turn to cry, cry, cry. Now that Larry said goodbye to you. To you.
Well, that's about it for this week. But before we go, me and Larry have just a couple of announcements. Larry?
First of all, don't forget, like we said earlier in the show, don't forget to bring your coats for kids. We wouldn't want to let a kid freeze this winter. Bring it by room 704 by this next Wednesday. And looks like toss tutorials are coming up to an end, aren't they, Larry?
Why, yes, that is correct, Larry.
Thank you for watching. Hope you join us next time.
That's not all. Oh, no. If y'all pay close attention to those credits, you'll probably have caught a nickname of the week. If not, I hope you have it on tape, or else you won't get it at all. And also, we would like to show y'all that information about Moshirama October 1994. Once again, write to us. Write to us. Okay, now here's the information about Moshirama.
Don't forget October 14th, 1994, from 11 o'clock to 1:30 a.m. in Orsark Center. It's benefiting the Pine Tree High School senior class.
Look at that. Can't Larry and I read quite well? And that's about it. Bye.
Thank you, teachers, for teaching me how to read.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Larry on the phone. Bye.